And we're back in the car. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I hate everything about what's happening with this right now. One, there's too much stuff above my head in the shot that I don't know how to get rid of. Two, it's really jostly, like the thing I have that holds my phone. Three, it's getting ready to like crazy thunderstorm. Like, the sky looks really terrifying. Although, I don't know, we're at a tornado watch warning. I don't actually even know what the difference is, so I don't know which one we're in. We're in one of them. I don't know which one's worse. Where I'm at though, I don't think we've ever actually had one. Close. Up in Lebanon, they've had tornadoes. Anyway, that's not even why I hit record. That's not what today's about. Yeah, so anyway, I was talking to again, a fellow realtor and a friend, just a lady I really like, and we were just talking real estate at the time, but then, you know, we even wind in conversations into something else, and we were talking about some people's are very like adverse. People's aversion. People are aversions. Anyway, try not to die. To realtors. Like they have the plague. Like, people will full on like open houses. We don't do a lot of them now just because the market's so crazy, but when we would do open houses a lot, so many people, like, you would ask them, you know, are you working with a realtor? And you would think that you basically asked them to get naked. It was just like, have to go. Like, they just beeline, right? And I was saying something to this fellow agent friend of mine, and I was just like, what is up with people, you know, being so like leery of other people, you know? And she was just basically like, if you really dissect like socially the last 2 years, there's so much mistrust happening just like across the board. And I am not getting into politics. I'm not like a politically charged person. I mean, I'm sure that there are moments where I get on my soapboxes or whatever. This is not going to be one of those times. You should frickin' see what's happening in the sky in front of me. I might turn off and pick up another time if this gets bad enough. Anyway, it also might get really loud. I'm sorry. Can you hear it? But she's totally right, where it's just like, it doesn't matter what side of political party you're on. It doesn't matter. I just watched a tree go flying over. Oh my gosh, there is a man on a motorcycle behind me. I feel so bad for him. He is literally just sitting in some crazy wind rain right now. I feel so bad. I can't do anything about it. I feel like it's really not actually safe for him to be on the road right now, but I cannot do anything about it. Yeah, I'm gonna check back in later. And we're back. Trying again. Completely different day. So just gave it a couple days. It ended up being like a crazy, ridiculous short storm. So honestly, I was glad that I turned it off when I did. And then like going back and re-watching it, I was like, oh, that was like loud anyway. So happy with my decision. Anyway, I'm going to try and pick back up where I think I left off, which was basically I had a conversation with a fellow realtor friend, and we were talking about just a general mistrust in people, just people kind of being like skittish. And yeah, and so that was basically because you know, the last couple years, I think there's just been so much, I'm just gonna say misinformation, because really that's probably something that we could all agree upon. Depending on whichever side you're on, you probably have felt some sort of misinformation from one side or another about something, and so it's just kind of bred a general distrust and like leeriness or whatever. And then I was kind of like thinking about that, and it was just kind of like, we kind of do this our entire lives, this weird, I don't want to say built-in mistrust, but like think of just how much I'm just going to call it lying, because I identify it as lying. Maybe you guys call it something else. I don't know. I'm sure just like everything else, there's an entire spectrum of people's opinions or whatever, but since this is my video, I'm just sharing mine. But like, we start with kids when they're little, really lying to them, like Santa Claus. Yeah. I actually have had parents full on pissed off at me, like phone calls, emails, kind of stuff, because my child told their child that Santa Claus wasn't real, and their child wholeheartedly believed that Santa Claus was real, and how my child had basically disrupted their child's inner peace because it made them question everything. Is Santa real or not? And it's just like, okay, first of all, calm down, helicopter parent. Like, your child is going to face for the rest of their lives people with different opinions and people that believe different things. And part of the problem with these freaking adults is they think that their opinion is right. And not only is their opinion right and correct, but other people aren't entitled to their opinion, as in it can't be different than their own. So let's start at freaking Santa Claus. But really, can we all just agree that he's not freaking real? Because if there's one man that goes around every year, once a year, sliding through people's chimneys or doorways or windows or whatever the hell, that people are telling their children that this strange, obese old man is sneaking into their house, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So if you guys are offended by my Santa Claus rant, then maybe something we could agree upon that's a little softer for you would be the tooth fairy. Why? Why are we telling our children that a magical little fairy comes into your house when you lose a tooth and you put it under your pillow, or I guess maybe other people put it someplace else or whatever, and this magical little fairy is going to pay you for losing your tooth and putting it where it belongs, and it's like a little exchange program? Why are we teaching our kids that? Why are we lying to our children again about some fake something sneaking into their home, into their bed, and exchanging something for money? I don't understand. What am I missing? Why are we doing this as a society? And then why are we confused that adults have trust issues? I don't like how my phone is bouncing all over the place. I don't know if the video is going to pick it up, but it's annoying me. Why are we doing that? Why are we literally the people who are entrusted with caring for the tiny humans that they create and love, instilling lies, buying wholeheartedly into those lies, only to later have them come to find out the truth? How about the Easter Bunny? Can someone please explain to me how the Easter Bunny, just even saying that you don't believe in Jesus, even saying that you don't believe that he was crucified and that he was resurrected on Easter Sunday, even if you don't believe that, I'm big enough for my opinion to be mine and yours to be yours. But can you please? Yeah. Every video, because words are freaking hard and I hate English. Someone explains to me why in secular culture The Easter Bunny has colorful eggs everywhere. Just anybody, whenever you're ready. Because anybody that knows anybody about anything, I said buddy, anybody that knows anybody. And I meant it. Bunnies give birth to live young. Bunnies don't come from eggs. Bunnies come out little live bunnies. Why do we have an Easter bunny that lays colorful eggs? And why do we put candy and money in the eggs and look for them? Why do we do this? Is this just an American thing? And even if it is just an American thing, what is our deal with lying to our children? Seriously. Hang on. Okay, take 3. This is gonna be my choppiest video yet, which is fine. It just is what it is. Okay, so I don't know if the whole Easter Bunny is just an American thing. I don't know why we do it. I'm so confused by it. I don't know why we lie to our children. I'm so confused by it. But it does make me wonder psychologically if that definitely has an effect on us as adults, if we don't just kind of have inherently that little, distrust, because the people who love us the most and have raised us and been our are supposed to be our I don't know, they're really supposed to help ground us and make us feel safe and secure. That's what the whole family unit is supposed to be. So, if those people are lying to us, then, we probably psychologically wonder what are the chances that people who don't love us and take care of us, that they're not going to lie to us. I could not hate anymore what's happening with my hair. I'm going to the grocery store, so I'm trying to go for functional, but it's just really hideous. Anyway, so then I was thinking, okay, well, as an adult, so here are some quandaries, some conundrums, some things that, make me kind of scratch my head. So tomatoes. Yeah. Why do I say tomatoes? Well, because tomatoes are a vegetable fruit. Make it make sense. Is it a vegetable? Is it fruit? Is it fruit vegetable? I don't know. Avocados. So avocados are also, I think, considered a fruit, but they're fat. They're mostly fat. Good fat. It's good for you, but it's fat and fiber. How do we have fruit? How's that a fruit? How are we classifying these things? Why? Did you know that rice isn't really a grain, it's a seed? Although maybe that's only wild rice. Maybe wild rice is the only one, but it's not actually a grain, it's a seed. Yeah. Here's another fun one. Now this one you guys might already know, and this might just be me being late to the game or being an airhead or whatever, because, all are possible. Did you know that coconuts are actually nuts? I know. As I say it, I hear it because, now I know, and so when I say it, I'm like, well, you're a freaking idiot, but coconuts are a nut. And I know the word nut is in it, and so it's well, Sarah, duh. But if you think about any other nut, I feel like the lighting is really bad. It just really went weird. When I rewatch this, I might be so annoyed with what looks like blue is happening up in here. Blue-green lighting. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going with it. You're either watching it or you're not. You're either liking it or you're not. I'm not going to change either of those things. So if there's some weird blue cast on your screen right now, I'm sorry. It's probably not ideal. Anyway, I guess what confused me so much about coconuts is I thought it was a fruit because, well, hashtag trust issues. But so if I think about cashews, almonds, okay, peanuts. Why do peanuts come from the ground and all of the other nuts come from trees? Did you know nuts come from trees? Which I guess is even more of why coconuts would make sense because, they come from a tree. But then why do peanuts come from the ground? And are they more of a legume and not a true nut? And then why do we call them peanuts? I'm so confused. All of this to say, all of it. And I'm sure I'll think of more later, and then I'll be like, oh crap, there was this thing that I wanted to gosh darn say that I had a point, because these kind of thoughts come to me, especially when I'm on the treadmill or in the shower or driving by myself with any like music or anything, which I feel is a little like psychotic, to like sit in a car in silence by yourself. Unless you guys are totally normal and you do that, and I'm the psychopath for thinking that it's psychotic to do it. Anyway, how much of the mistrust that we have as adults is like sewn into us from childhood, and then society, and maybe culture, and then as adults we wonder why we have trust issues. And it's like, well, and I'm kind of being funny because, well, humor, but I'm kind of not being funny because it's kind of also like deep if you think about it. Like, it's small infractions that add up, which I think is honestly the problem with the whole concept of white lying, which is a whole other topic. But I feel like white lying, it's like, so we start doing these little like gray areas, which creates mistrust. And then we have a whole slew of adults that mistrust everything. And honestly, at this point, maybe for good reason. Like, what can we wholeheartedly believe at this point? This is the most random. Just don't, again, I'm not political, and just don't, the three of you that watch these, I'm just kidding, it's more than three, but still, and shout out to you guys, because really, y'all are the best. But those of you who do consistently watch this, the thought that popped into my head that I'm going to share with you, because, well, I can, and that's why I'm here. I'm hoping to have internet friends based off of, I don't know, humor, entertainment, sheer simple human connection. So the whole mistrust thing. Do y'all remember this last presidential race, election, whatever, where one of Joe Biden's claims was that he was going to stop natural disasters? Do you guys remember this? It's not funny, but it's so funny. Like, if I were more talented at editing and I knew more about copywriting to know that I wasn't gonna like get banned or canceled or something, I would try and find the clip to insert into my video. Someday I'm gonna get to that point where I'm able to have that ability to like sew stuff, exciting stuff into my videos to make them more entertaining. But you guys should just find the clip if you can. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should look for the clip of where Joe Biden promises that if he's elected, he will stop natural disasters. I think at the time we were having some like record-breaking wildfires in California, among other things. But it was just like, you literally just lied to everyone. Like, that is a universal lie. You cannot control anything. Okay, the conspiracy theorists might say that there's that thing. It's like a thing. It's like a satellite thing or something. Gosh, I want to say NATO, and that's not it. It's, what the hell is it called? Shit. My conspiracy theorist. Gosh, Sarah, I thought I could just have one like vocabulary blunder. Apparently I can't. I have to have multiple because bleh. But they'll know what it is. It's some wave thing that alters things that some people think that you can control the weather. I'm not saying one way or another. I don't feel like I have enough information. I'm not actually commenting that I do or don't believe that you can actually do that. But I do know that there are people that do believe that that's a thing, that maybe it is or maybe it isn't. But that's not the freaking point. The point is, that would be the only explanation that I could come up with. I just got smiled and waved at. Sorry. Maybe because I look like I'm talking to myself like a psycho. Anyway, that's all the ramblings I have for now that I have like 3 different videos to try and string together, and hopefully they all make sense, and hopefully they're as silly as I feel like they are, because who the heck doesn't need some entertainment? Also, stop lying to your children. Stop lying to your nieces and nephews and whatever other children. Just don't lie to children. Just don't lie to each other. Yeah, just try that. Maybe let's just try to be more honest with each other so that, I don't know, we can actually like go through society and have a little faith in mankind instead of always suspecting the worst. Like, I don't know, you're gonna pull the rug out from underneath people and... Oh, I just had a thought about... I can't... That's too hot of a topic. It would be funny, but I'm not ready to do that yet. All right, so let's just not lie to each other. Let's start with simple. Stop freaking telling our children that weird, creepy people are going to sneak into their house and somehow magically do good, because that's just weird, okay? It's not normal. We should stop doing it. All right. Hey, like and subscribe while you're here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Comment. I will comment back. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.